actually a really good point. How should you guys eat? How much should you eat in a day? When should you eat in a day? What's the good rule of thumb? I don't know. Always.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Smaller meals.
Mm-hmm. Like 5 small meals a day is better than 3 large meals a day. And that can be, that can be something as simple as, I eat a big breakfast. Always go ahead and go with a big breakfast. Eat until you're full in the morning. And then maybe a little snack, a light snack at 10 or, in between classes or something. And then a light lunch, and then a light snack, and then a light dinner, and then a light snack, So I think that can be the best way for an athlete.
That's the way to do it.
You guys will be
getting all this stuff every time you eat, not just a chunk of chicken.
Yeah. Exactly. And sometimes it does come back to that old idea of just balanced eating. I mean, if you can try to integrate those servings of fruits and veggies, kind of have a veggie-based diet, and then of course, the meat's important too, but kind of getting it around and packing it in with that. So, I did want to say just one quick thing about vitamin D3 because we're finding new research about vitamin D3 every day, and it was just this summer, and you guys might have seen the Twitter that Christy sent out.
It was a blog post.
Or the tweet that Christy twitted. Excuse me.
They're calling me a twit.
So, vitamin D3, they're finding is not only playing a role, because we've always known it's a fat-soluble vitamin. We've always known that it plays a really important role in calcium absorption. So, particularly for women, it's exceedingly important to have enough vitamin D3 to prevent osteoporosis later in life. But now we're starting to recognize that vitamin D3 is also really important in immunity and neuromuscular development and other things like that. So I even wrote up there reduction of inflammation, so I actually would say that all of you could probably take a vitamin D3 supplement because what's one of the main sources of vitamin D3 that we don't get enough of?
Milk.
Yeah, sunshine. Sunshine. Yeah, because in the northern latitude,
UV.
Yeah, UV. You just can't get enough.
It's not possible.
It's impossible to get enough. Even though we're out skiing and stuff, not enough of our bodies is exposed, and we just can't get enough.
And there is on the blog, if you go and search the blog, there is a whole article. There's a researcher on campus that has actually done a lot of research with athletes and this. So it's a really good little article.
Yeah, definitely. So it's something you can go ahead and supplement with. Tiny little pills. They look, kind of the oily, tiny little pills. They're easy to take. I don't know how expensive. Go ahead.
Is rickets the disease that's caused by deficiency?
No.
Inefficiency?
Oh yes, in children.
Yes, in children.
In children. But in adults, it's osteoporosis.
There's been a resurgence of that.
Of rickets.
Yeah. Just people don't get enough sunlight.
Yeah. Well, maybe partly too, just being inside all the time.
Be inside more.
It's
D3
kind of hard
is-
to get D3 in Alaska.
And D3 is actually one of the major reasons for skin pigmentation, differences in skin pigmentation.
Yeah.
The amount of UV we get, and it has to do with D3, and that's why there's all kinds of varying different things. It is actually.
Why? There's a lot of sun.
Yeah, but it's
There
not.
is a lot of
What's interesting is if you look at the graphs and
I think
stuff,
it's just
we're not
the
getting the right. There's 2 types of UV that we need to get, and we're not getting the right kind. You can look, and there's we don't get any in certain places. You can get sun, and it doesn't even help. In the northern latitudes, you can get sun and not even help. In Wyoming, in the winter, we won't get any of it, even if we're outside all the
Yeah,
time.
it seems to be just the latitude plays a huge role. So yeah, certainly Alaska.
Eat fish.
Yeah, that's right. Eat more fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Really?
I just went ahead and wrote up there a few other cofactors that are important. Most of you guys are going to find, if you go home and look at your cereal, that your cereal is supplemented with that. I take a women's one daily. I take that partly because I don't eat supplemented cereal. I eat organic cereals that aren't supplemented. So, I have gone ahead with a women's one daily. I love my Women's One Daily. I mean, it just, since I started taking it, I've been sick once, and I feel like it makes a difference for me. So you guys should try a vitamin, see how it goes for you. I mean, how many people do a one daily anyway?
Do what?
A vitamin, one daily vitamin or something.
A lot of white.
Yeah, you have a large.
He does like
Yo,
9
HGH.
Well, and like just on that note, like
Sarah.
if you do have a problem getting enough iron, I
Sarah.
take an iron supplement in addition.
I do too.
And yeah, it makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Would you say it's bad to eat like fortified cereal and milk?
No, I mean, I don't think so. Here's what I would say is that if you know that your daily food intake is not giving you all the vitamin cofactors you need, then you should eat fortified cereal. Yeah, I mean, you really should. Because, I mean, if it's just that I'm old enough now that I know, like, how to, you know, I know how to eat, like, and can control that. But, like, you guys, some of you are in the dorm, some of you are in Delta, you know, and you can't control what you're getting. And so, you know, and I know I've noticed Erica, you do, I mean, you cook at home, right? And you plan your meals so that you know you're getting, but if you can't do that, I highly advise a fortified cereal. Just because of where you are in your life. Like, yeah. And I mean, a lot of, you know, that is, yeah, it is. It's deciding where you are in your life, whether you can, like Zhenya says, he does not have time to sit down and make sure that his meal has every food group that he needs. You know, or time, or, you know, I mean, he'd rather kill mice. And so,
How are they up to omega-3s?
I was just going to say, can barbecue those up for dinner.
That's his.
Perfect with a little barbecue sauce.
Oh, gross.
Every day.
I'm gonna put two.
So how about opening it up
Too
for
much.
questions?
Yeah. So what else do you guys want to talk about?
So-
Because there's so many nutrition things we can say.
Are eggs good?
Yes, eggs are fantastic because eggs are the only source of every amino acid that you need.
Too many bad?
So-
cholesterol?
Good to know.
Well,
I'm watching the question.
you know, like, that's the thing. Like, I mean, I would say that for the most part, most of you guys probably aren't watching your cholesterol and don't need to. If you are, like, you know, I mean, then here's my feeling on that, is that eggs generally have more of the good kind of cholesterol than the bad, which is the HDL. And, I mean, the good is the HDL, the bad is the LDL. And so if you, I would never tell you to cut eggs out. If you want to cut something out in terms of cholesterol, I would say, you know, like a little less in terms of like the fatty corn-fed beef. I mean, that's probably a good way to cut that down. How many eggs are you eating in a day? I mean, that's probably something to think about. You know, I would say probably you don't want them like for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But, you know.
Most
We don't
eggs
have
are
problems with
like
that.
better,
That's
one of the best sources of protein.
Is that a question?
All
Yeah,
of
right.
my messages.
You don't have
So I heard that if you cook like eggs and other high protein things at like high heats,
Mhm.
the protein strands break.
Yeah, the
Does
proteins,
that make it
the proteins
bad, or
do
do you still get-
denature. I mean, you still get the amino acids though. So
That's
the
what you do when you
proteins
cook
do denature. I mean, that's part of what cooking does, is denature proteins.
But does that make like?
It-
I don't
She
know,
wants to eat
it
her eggs
sounds
raw.
like-
I suppose if
Yeah.
you charred
What's
it
like-
enough, they would start to change,
You nature put it
transition.
in this.
You know, I mean, if you really overdid it, I mean, you might end up with something, obviously at
Not
some
only
point,
an
if you
edible.
burn something enough, it no longer has the building blocks for macromolecules that you need, yeah. So, you know, definitely eating a lot of burnt stuff is not beneficial,
But,
because you just keep
I guess in one of my classes, she taught us like you're supposed to simmer eggs instead of boiling them.
Mhm.
So like, does it change it that much that like the nutrients changes?
Not proteins.
Not the amino acids.
Vitamins,
I mean,
probably.
you know, maybe, yeah, there may be some sort of vitamin change. I don't know about that for sure. I'd have to check on that.
Doesn't change proteins.
No, I mean, it'd just be, you know, the amino acids are still going to be there. Like I said, unless you burn them. I mean, then